Coach, a short break, but a beneficial one, I hope, at least to get a few days off?
Yeah, it was a good break. I think everybody needed it. So I know some guys got away, some guys just stayed in town, but for me personally, it was nice to spend some couch time and see the kids, so it was good.
It's only a few days, but sometimes that can be just enough to get that itch back for guys who are maybe starting to feel it a little bit midway through the season.
I think so. I think you kind of look forward to it to get to that break, and then 2 days in, you're kind of bored and wanting to get back at it. So I think the guys had a little bit of energy yesterday and today, so it's good to see.
How was practice yesterday? How do you kind of work guys back in after they've completely checked out for a few days?
Very slowly, apparently, because the guys were not very sharp, but as expected. And hopefully, you tell them to take their minds off the game for those 4 days and just turn it back on. So, get her going again this morning and have another sharper practice this morning, and hopefully, the guys get the feel back and their legs back.
More specifically, what about a guy like Jeremy Davies, who's had a whirlwind weekend playing at home, flying to California, taking part in the All-Star festivities, and now has to be relied upon again in a big spot here in a divisional game?
Well, he's a veteran guy. He knows how to manage his body, but again, we gave him an extra day there, so hopefully that's beneficial to him. But he knows how to manage his shifts and take care of his body, so we're not worried about him.
And he's probably a little fired up to be back in this building again as well, should help.
Yeah, I think he's had a few good games in here with the other colors on, so hopefully he has a good one for us tonight.
Chatting with Sens head coach Dave Bell. It's a busy month here coming up. I think it's 13 games in the next 23 days or something like that. How do you kind of prepare for that, and how important is this month in the grand scheme of things?
Well, this month is basically our season, all divisional games, all these 13 games. So you just got to get points. You got to manage the off days and manage the nights and manage their bodies and make sure we're looking to have our energy at the right times, which is game time. But got to get points. These got to start to climb. These are the games in hand that we've been talking about all year. So in the next 23 days, we'll see where we sit after we play all these divisional games.
And with that in mind, what are the keys against a Rochester team that's right up there at the top of the division, but one that obviously your club knows can compete with?
Yeah, they're at the top of most offensive categories in the league. They can score, they're good offensively, they hang on to pucks offensively, so got to be real dialed in our D zone and make them play defense, because if they have the puck, they can do some damage.
Maybe just speaking of defense and goaltending, Levy Merrilainen is back as well. That should bolster things a little bit.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, he's been pretty good up in Ottawa.
Yeah, he had a heck of a run up there, and then hopefully, he's just a level-headed guy. He's come down here in the same workman mentality, so good to have him back in the lineup.
We'll see how